The truth is, you will never know until you try. You will never know how far you could reach, how far you can get, the type of life it can lead to, until you take that first step for yourself and you go down that journey and see where it takes you. Because, it's so easy to think about all the what ifs, all the things that can go wrong, all the reasons why you shouldn't start. But at the end of the day, that is just fear, and fear is always going to hold you back no matter what. So it is up to you to decide for yourself if it is worth facing that fear and going down that path and seeing where it takes you, because if it is something that you enjoy, if it is something that you want, then I think that fear is worth the risk. I think going down that path is worth the risk because it could change your life in a way that you never thought was possible. It could really lead to a life that you have always wanted to live. But you won't know that until you actually go down that journey and you see where it takes you. And that's really the point I'm just trying to get across, is that, fear holds a lot of people back. And, taking it from my experience, fear has held me back in so many ways, and it has stopped me from actually doing things that I wanted to do in the past, and possibly even in the future. There are going to be times where that fear gets in the way of me actually doing things that I want to do. But, if you could realize for yourself that it is just fear and that it is a construct that you have created in your mind, and that future scenario isn't actually real, it is again just a future scenario that you came up with, then maybe you can move past that and give it a shot anyways. And that's the best part too about facing your fears, is that, you know when you actually do face it, you realize that it wasn't actually that difficult to begin with. It was just that initial hurdle you had to get over. But once you got over that hurdle, things just get a whole lot easier and your view becomes a whole lot bigger, because now you don't just see that dream for the little picture that it was, you see it in a bigger picture, because now you've been experiencing that dream, because you're working on that dream and you're working on that dream on a daily basis. And that's why you need to move forward in life, because otherwise you'll be stuck. So if there is a dream that you want to have, if there is a life that you envision for yourself, and the only thing that is holding you back is fear, then take that first step. Take that first step and see where it takes you. It might not take you to where you want it to, but the act of going down that path anyways, despite not knowing the outcome, is the best thing you could do for yourself, because, you're stepping out of your comfort zone. And by stepping out of your comfort zone, you get to experience a new way of living, new scenarios, new experiences, and everything else that comes along with that new path. And maybe this path that you go down will lead you down a different path in the future, a path that more aligns with you, but you'll never know until you try. And that goes for basically everything in life, is you'll never know until you try. So just try it out. See where it takes you, and if you enjoy it, then stick with it, because if you enjoy it, that's what you're meant to do.